Everybody, it's Tyler here for Behind the Bot. I'm here with team number 8680, Kraken Pinion, coming out of Mequon. Team we've been watching here for a long time here on Fun FTC. I'm here with Corey, Adam, and Mikey. We're talking more about this spot, talking about their intake that they have coming through, just a super solid design that they build every single year into their hopper, shooter, Wobble Mechanism, and maybe a couple more surprises here on Behind the Bot.
Giving you a voice.
Making it loud our own way.
Welcome to the fun.
We would like to thank our friends at Stryker for supporting Fun so we can continue to make content for you. Stryker is a leading medical device company and is looking for those in first to join their team as interns or for a great career. Come join a company that will actively support you being in first at careers.stryker.com. Hey FTC teams, championships may be canceled, but FTC Reveal Night is still on, where you can create a 2-minute hype video to show off your team to the first community. Last year, dozens of teams submitted their robot hype video and thousands watched live as they were showcased. The event will take place on Saturday, April 24th, and submissions are due by Sunday, April 18th. Find out more information at firstupdatesnow.com/FTC Reveal 2021 or at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow. So Corey, we're going to start out here with the intake of the robot. Run us through, show a ring going through, and let's talk about some of the cool features here.
Okay, so this is our intake and hopper mechanism. So it's primarily composed of these transfer wheels here and this folding bar, which allows us to intake rings with ease at varying heights. So as we can see, turn on. There we go. We can place a ring in, and it will follow up this path into the hopper, at which point the hopper can lift up to the angle of the shooter, and then we are able to fire our rings into our shooter.
So can you talk about some of the iteration processes you went through in creating this? Was this like, did you have this design in mind right away, or did you go through a couple different prototypes first?
Yeah, sure. So we started this off with a much more simple design with fewer of these wheels, a much more simplified mechanism. However, we felt that lacked the full ability to be able to transfer the rings and would run into problems with them falling back out. So we added some of these extra wheels here to get more traction on the rings and fully get it all the way up into the basket.
In the basket itself, is there any way to determine that you actually have 3 rings in there? Because it's pretty occluded for a lot of what you can see on that.
Yeah, so our best way is we can see through these sides here, so that's why it's open on the sides.
Sure.
Is the top of it's closed off so nothing falls out, but these sides are open so that we can see the rings through it.
Okay. Well, Adam, I know you're going to be talking about the transfer process into the shooter itself, so why don't we go through that a little bit and show how the rings actually get from your hopper into your shooter.
All right, so here we have we call this the flicker. It's just on a servo, and it basically goes in. Could you do that, Corey? Yeah, so the flicker pushes the rings one by one into the shooter, and then gravity will just pull the other rings down and then feed them in.
Sure. So can you talk about some of the intricacies of the shooter here? What is the motors being used on it? What type of compression do you use for the rings, that sort of thing?
All right, so we got a 6,000 RPM Go Build a Yellow Jacket motor to power the shooter, and right now we have a 90-degree arc here, and the time that the ring spends in that arc provides it more momentum when it's shooting. So instead of just having like a straight on where it just contacts the wheel for like a second.
Sure.
And then as far as compression, the wall is spaced throughout the whole arc 4.75 inches away from the wheel. So the ring is slightly compressed because it's 5 inches.
So even on the exit here, it's the same compression as what it is on the entrance?
Yeah, well, until it leaves the wheel, so like about here.
Makes a lot of sense on that. Let's start wrapping up here. We're going to talk about the Wobble Mechanism, Mikey, and maybe a couple other features on the spot you might want to preview here.
So the Wobble Go, so at first we went with a more basic design that had much smaller fingers, we call them, that actually grab the Wobble Go. And what we really didn't expect about it is that this Wobble Go grabber has to stand up to a lot of punishment. Especially with running into the walls and things like that, where this part can actually bend. So we had to reinforce this a ton, and that took a ton of iterations, and that was probably the hardest part of making this Wobble Go grabber.
So on this robot here, drive-wise, we got some Go Build Mechanisms. Anything else you might want to maybe talk about and tease a little bit on this robot as well?
We definitely have some unique dead wheels that we'd like to show a little bit.
All right, let's take a look.
Here, I'll pass.
So can you detail a little bit more about what dead wheels are and then what it's actually doing on your robot?
So the dead wheels are used for positioning during our autonomous period. And so basically, when the wheels spin, they tell the robot its position based on how many rotations the wheel has taken in its path. So what's special about our dead wheel module is its 2-in-1 design, allows for easy access, and also allows for easy install and taking off because it's only bolted on by the frame. So it can be easily accessed and easily maintained.
Well, Kraken Pinion, always making fantastic robots every single year. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us about your bot. Good luck at the competition you're at here and, of course, through the rest of the season as well. Thanks, guys. We would like to thank our friends at Stryker for supporting this video. Stryker is looking for current and future FIRST alumni to join their internship program, and FIRST mentors who are looking for a great career with a company who actually supports their FIRST journey. Go to careers.stryker.com to learn more. You can also directly support Fun by joining Fun Nation. Click the join button, and just for a few bucks a month, you'll unlock special perks and directly support us so we can keep making great content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow. And check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.